What is up, guys? This is Tristan, aka Young Pressure. Today we're going over how to get $1,000 jobs in the pressure washing world and how to close, consistently closing on $1,000 pressure washing jobs. Hope you're excited for this one. This is going to give tremendous free value. I don't sell a course, I don't sell anything like that. So I believe the more you're able to give, the more you're able to take. So sit back, relax, get a coffee, enjoy the show. Hit that subscribe button as I'm posting weekly, damn near posting daily. And let's get it going. Okay, so the first thing is we need to get leads, right? Obviously. And how can we get leads? Well, I'll just give you my top 3 for the year. So I like the Google My Business. You can establish reviews, guys. I was talking to my buddy. How can we get reviews, right? So if Google My Business is such a big thing, how can we get more reviews? Well, what you can do is you could jot your phone down at the very end of the job and actually give them a personalized video where you just say, "Hey, Miss Jones, thank you for your hospitality." This is where you get them. You say, "We're really trying to establish our online presence here on Google," or wherever you're trying to establish the presence. "Do you mind leaving a review?" It would mean the entire world. When you clarify that you're actually trying to establish a online presence, they're way more likely to actually give it to you. So especially when you provide the great results that you do, is definitely one thing. So the more reviews that you are able to stack, the more truths that you're able to stack, the more confident that you can bring into these jobs, the more rapport that you can bring into these jobs, and the more leads that you're able to flow through, because people are just seeing this consistent review system machine. So you got your Google My Business, you got your yard signs like print marketing and door hangers and business cards. You can lay them out anywhere besides like no soliciting stuff and on other people's properties, of course, like with the yard signs. And then you can go with Facebook ads as well. And I will make a completely different video over that, but that is a different video. So got to get consistent lead flow, but that's not the biggest portion of this, because you can get as many lead flow and as many job opportunities as possible in the pressure washing business, but that doesn't mean you can close consistent $1,000 jobs. And this is what I'm about to get into. Okay, so this is the process that I like to take. You can take it from me. Be wary. This is very effective, so use at caution. Okay, so whenever you get a quote or an estimate request or an inquiry, you got to go in person. I learned this the hard way. The first year I was doing digital estimates, but I've been able to basically 5x my past couple months from just doing this. Okay, so you got to go in person, dress nice, smell good. You know, the same thing. You don't want to look like a hobo. You don't want to look scummy, but you don't want to, like, you want to be perceived as a professional. I'm not saying you have to wear a suit or anything like that. Just wear some type of business casual, okay? Something preferably with your logo or with your company brand, but at the same time, if you don't have that, just wear something nice. People do appreciate that. And mind you, I've done this in street clothes and it still works, but it's just a little bit more effective whenever you can dress nice. You're going in person and you're meeting this individual, and I got a comment literally yesterday. She said, "This is a nice touch," because she made me wait like 15 minutes because she was in the shower and she was getting ready. And I just waited for her because I told her I want to meet her. And she's like, "That's a really nice touch." She closed the job. But go in person, meet them, but you want to talk about them. You don't want to talk about the service particularly. You're just finding ways to mechanize who the actual individual is. I like to just shake their hand. "How are you doing today? You're doing awesome." If there's an Ohio State flag outside, I'm talking more about Ohio State because they probably went there, their college, their kids, their dogs. Be cognitive of your environment, guys. That is humongous. If you're not cognitive of your environment, if you're just blind from your environment, you're just talking about the service, you're a robot and you suck. You need to be very personable. You need to be relatable, because people do appreciate that. Seriously. So be relatable, talk about them, and start to build a relationship, because now you're building more of an experience and building more value that you can give into the individual. And I'll get to this in a quick second. So you may just get an inquiry for a house wash, but this is how we can upsell them. And yes, I've gone over the package system. I'll just go over it one time. You got your bronze, you got your silver, and you got your gold, right? And your bronze is going to be the house wash. The silver is going to be the house wash exteriors, and gold is going to be house wash exterior windows, driveway. Just something to mechanize different packages. It doesn't have to particularly be that. But guys, this is what I like to do. I'm delivering the quote in person. I am telling them the price in person. This is perceived as ultimate confidence in your service. When you can give them a price point, and when you can look them in the eye, and when you can talk confidently when presenting the price, people respect that. People respect that, because a lot of vendors, they do not have the confidence to give a $1,000 price point verbally through their mouth and look at them in the eye and tell them this is my best price. I promise you, people will respect that, and your closing percentage on these jobs will go substantially higher. But let's go through the delivery process. How shall we? Because how do I deliver it? And this definitely differs within other individuals, but I'll just kind of tell you how I've been able to mechanize these jobs. So what I do, I go back and I say this. Well, Miss Jones, that was awesome. Do you mind me giving you a quote right now? I can go back to my truck and do simple kindergarten math and give you an offer so good you cannot say no. And she's like, absolutely. Okay, cool. So then I go back to my truck. I've got a mobile printer in there. This is my quick little secret. I've got a mobile printer in there, and I print out a sheet via my CRM. I just make my estimate. It takes me 5-10 minutes tops. I print it out, and then I go inside and I sit her down on the table. I've got a different piece of sheet, and so I'm blockading the other options while we're going down. So if we're going from top to bottom, right, we've got our gold, we've got our silver, we've got our bronze, and we're going from the top price to the bottom price. So, hey, Miss Jones, this is your gold price. Here's your silver price. Here's your bronze price, but we're still talking about them whenever we're presenting the quote, guys. This is and you can really ramp it up, because I like to do this too. I've got a little iPad that I can show previous before afters on what they can expect as well from us. So now you're putting in a visual perspective. You're giving them an experience. You're giving them just an extremely valuable experience. So if they're not going to go with you, they're not going to go with anyone, guys. So we're going down, and subconsciously a lot of them choose the middle package, but it definitely depends how you sell it. If you can sell a lot better by learning more knowledge within the industry and what they can fully expect out of your service. People love the transparency and honesty and what they can expect out of the service from them. Now, something else that I like to do too is, if you've got just a little bit of an item like a company sticker, a company folder, a company like whatever, right? Just something very tiny. You can put the quote in a company folder, so now they have a hands-on perspective. So they're holding on to it, you're going over it, and you're showing them a before, after. You're sitting them down, you're looking at them in the eye, and you're being very confident within it. It's going to be very hard for them to say no. And this is what, guys, this is what I just explained to you, is what hustle and what grind looks like. Anyone can go out there and put out signs, but that doesn't mean you're going to be closing these big jobs. That's the whole point. I put out a quote today on my LinkedIn. It said, hard work does not guarantee success, but success is not tangible without it. And I learned this the hard way, really, throughout college baseball. I thought the harder you worked, the more success you would get. And that's not particularly true all the time. So anyone can go out there and put out the signs and put out the ads and everything like that, but you've got to be very diligent and very smart. And you got to be very effective within each and every quote that you get. And this is a way that you are able to mechanize these $1,000 plus leads. And I think that $1,000 may even be on the low side, guys. I think whenever you can actually present it confidently, people are way, way, way more susceptible to that premium price point at $3,500 to $2,000, whatever your premium price point is. But it's all about confidence. Another quote that I really like, I'm going to pull it up just real quick, is you don't become confident by shouting affirmations in the mirror, but by having a stack of undeniable proof that you are who you say you are. That's by Alex Hormozi. It's facts. And you stack these truths and you stack this undeniable proof of who you are. The more that you're able to do it, the more you're able to feel comfortable and the more you're able to close jobs, guys. So that's about it. Just to kind of regurgitate that back to you, get the lead flow and then the whole process of what I just told you. If you need to go back and listen to that, you totally can. Guys, I'm posting weekly, damn near posting daily, so you can hit that subscribe button for way more value. I don't sell a course. I do this all for free because I believe the more you're able to give, the more you're able to take, guys. I really want to go into depth with this one because I think this can help out the industry as a whole. And let's get this thing going. Here's another video that's somewhat like it. You know I love each and every single one of y'all. I'm going to go and get some food and prepare for the week. Let's go.